What's up? Welcome in, people. You are watching the Chiefs Report by Chat Sports. I am Harrison Graham. We are live on YouTube. We are also live on Rumble. Appreciate everybody tuning in wherever you're watching from, whatever platform you are watching from. Hey, it's Overreaction Monday in the NFL. The Chiefs are 2-0. Life is good. You could be the Browns and lose to the Jets, and that is not the Chiefs here today. Shout out your city. Let us know where you guys are watching from. We'll get some shout-outs going in the live chat. All right, Trace, I've changed my mind. I do want one, so if you want to go grab one of those small circular ones, I will not say no. Shout out your city. We'll get some shout-outs going. We got Lee Summit, Missouri from Diaz Davidson. Kevin is in Topeka. Dale Webb in Hagerstown. Tony here in Dallas, Jeremiah in Palmer Lake, Colorado. Mike says St. Joe, Missouri, home of the Chiefs training camp. St. Joseph, let's go. Terrence says he's in Illinois. We got Dustin in Lamar. Olympia, Washington is where Taylor Gant is watching. Wayne Neal in Joplin, Missouri. Jeff City from Small Wing Wang. Jeremy in Centerville, Iowa. We got Kansas City, Kansas from Laura Ortiz. Jay Jones in Houston. Chiefs fan in Nashville, Tennessee. Tulare, California is where Gilbert is watching. We got Rich Chimp in Independence. Sykeston, Missouri is where Hazel is watching. Let's see here. Goose Creek, South Carolina. Tony Fuentes here in Dallas. Donnie is in West Virginia. Here's a question. The Colts, who the Chiefs play, lost to the Jags 27-0. I think it was 24-0, but the point remains. How about 3-0 and undefeated? Play the injured Bucs the week after that. Hey, you never know. You never know. The Colts did not look good. I'll tell you that. They did not look good. South Bend, Indiana is where Tim Bowen is watching from. Yeah, it was 24-0, just confirmed. West Plains, Missouri from Frank. We got Michael in Independence. And he says, how are you? I am good. I can handle this if you just want to hand it to me, Trizzy. Trizzy hooking me up with the fan here. Appreciate that. Get that set up in a second. A little toasty in the studios. It's a little toasty. But we're making it happen. Shout out Trace Gerard. Type Trace in the chat, baby. Let's go. All right. Plenty of city shout-outs. Kansas City, Missouri from Samuel. Appreciate you guys. All right, who you got this week? KC for the Chiefs. IND for the Indianapolis Colts. Who we rocking with? Let's hear it. 98% saying Chiefs, and hey, for good reason. One, you're Chiefs fans, and two, the Colts don't look good. They tied the Texans, and they lost, got shut out by the Jags. Matty Ice might be cooked. I think he's cooked. The ice has melted. He's just a puddle now. It's just not what it was. Mike says Kansas City, so does Tony. HD Chiefs fan, we got Zara816 going with the Chiefs. Donnie, Dale Webb saying Trace. Tony Fuentes, Tim Bowen going with the Chiefs. Samuel, Dale Webb, Jeremiah, Kyle, Dustin, Mike Frankovich Sr. all rolling with the Chiefs. And, yeah, got to take care of business. The Colts are not that good, I don't think. Matty Ice is Matty washed at this point in his career. Michael Jones going KC as well. All right, Trace and I are huge college football fans. He's an Arkansas alum. I am a TCU alum. So shout out your favorite college team. Hey, Kansas. If you're a Kansas fan, you haven't been this excited since Mark Mangino left. Maybe the Jayhawks are your squad. Shout out your favorite college football team. We want to know. Kansas 3-0? Are you kidding me? Rock chalk, baby. Let's go. We have a Kansas alum in the offense. We also have a Kansas State alum, and they lost to Tulane. Producer Trace's Arkansas Razorbacks almost got beat by Missouri State.
By former Arkansas coach.
That would have been
Bobby Petrino.
If that would have happened, that would have
See, there's this conspiracy theory during the time when the coaches come meet in the middle. There was this theory that whenever Coach Petrino and Coach Pittman, shook hands or whatever, you could kind of see kind of see Bobby Petrino's lips, and it looked like he said, "You can call me." But when you looked at the video, trying to be like, "Oh, Bobby Petrino OC at Arkansas? That would be crazy. And then some people were saying that it actually said that it's go get the damn thing or something like that. I don't know, but kind of cool thing from Bobby Petrino.
Yeah.
Go Hogs though.
Poor exit, but time goes on.
I mean, what are you gonna do? Wild Hogs, baby.
Wild Hogs. Mike going with Notre Dame. Michael Flores says Kansas Jayhawks.
Okay, real quick, can we all take a poll? Type L
Auburn
if you think Brian Kelly's overrated. Just type L if Brian Kelly's overrated, because this is a big debate I have in the office with.
Dale Webb says Auburn. Brian Kelly, the LSU coach. Tony, are you just saying TCU because I'm a TCU alum? I feel like you are. AC Chiefs fan says Mizzou. Clemson Tigers from Michael. Northwest Missouri State University Bearcats in Maryville, Missouri title town. What's up, Thomas? Let's get it. Tony says no. Okay. Authentic. I don't watch college football. Man, you're missing out. You are missing out.
It is
nothing like a Saturday
incredible.
afternoon.
I think I would
even.
The
Hogs have this week? Oh,
the Hogs. It's A&M and at Jerry World. Oh yeah. Oh, I'm going.
What time's that game?
6 p.m. It's gonna be deadly.
Dude, I want to go to TCU SMU, but tickets are almost $200.
Are you serious?
Come on.
Where is that? Is it at?
It's at SMU.
Okay,
it's their Super Bowl because their old coaching staff is TCU's now.
Oh, it is.
So they're going
they're
all
all.
out.
You know,
that's why everybody's going. It's the only game they'll sell out this year.
Well, there you go.
SMU's sucks.
How has TCU looked this season? I haven't been able to watch much of the Big
2-0, had a bye week, but
okay. Yeah, I knew that. I saw y'all had an early bye.
Colorado's terrible, and then we played FCS.
What was the week 3 bye about?
I don't know. Got to get ready for SMU.
Well, you guys took down former Melissa great.
Yes.
Brendan Lewis at Colorado.
Dude, they are terrible.
They're not good.
They're
not good either.
Not good. All right, let's.
Are they worse than Rutgers?
Oh yeah. Rutgers has won some games.
Dude.
Yeah, no, they're bad.
Worse than Vanderbilt?
Yes.
Or Nebraska?
Yes.
Ooh.
Yes.
One of them already fired their head coach though.
It's bad. Carl Durrell's probably next. All right, best AFC team. We'll get back on track here. KC for the Chiefs, BUF for the Bills, MIA for the Dolphins. I promise this is a Chiefs show. These are the only undefeated teams left in the AFC. I'll say this. Tyreek Hill fitting pretty well with Tua. Gotta say, he was balling out yesterday. Jalen Waddle, that offense could be dangerous. Bills, we know they're good. Chiefs, I still think it's the Chiefs until proven otherwise. Of course, the Bengals, just the Cinderella story from last year, and they're 0-2 this year. I mean, just typical. Just typical. Unbelievable. Doug says Brian Kelly's overrated. So there you go.
Thanks to everyone saying that Brian Kelly's overrated, because he is.
David says Chiefs. Mike, Dustin, Czar all saying Chiefs. We got Donnie, Mike, HD. The Miami Miracle struck again. It was a miracle.
Okay, really quick. Speaking of miracles, on college football, we were just talking about this. How about that App State game, dude?
Hail Marys, baby.
Oh my gosh. Crazy.
How can people not watch that sport? Dub says KC. Christopher says Indy. Yeah, I think you're just trolling. All right, we're going to have 2 mailbags today, so use hashtag Chiefs or Super Chat. Got to get some questions in there so producer Trace can get them on the show. Use hashtag Chiefs or Super Chat to get your questions in. For example, hashtag Chiefs. Are the Chiefs going to go 17-0 this year? My answer will be no, but hey, if you want to ask it, I'll answer it. Hashtag Chiefs Super Chat. If you Super Chat, you can jump the line. Is Elizabeth Reed watching? She sent in $400 here at our watch party. So
Elizabeth!
And then, who was the other guy? Was it Justin? What was that guy's name? I'll look it up. They're in the Hall of Fame. They're in the Hall of Fame here at the Chiefs Report. So hashtag Chiefs Super Chat. Get those questions in. Laura Ortiz, you just did at Chiefs. You got to use hashtag Chiefs, not at Chiefs. Got to use the hashtag. Only where our software can get your questions on the show. All right, before we jump into our preview segment as the Chiefs take on the Colts, if you want the Chiefs to win, like this video. Hit the thumbs up icon. Let's go. Oh, I see what you're saying now, Christopher. Jeff King. Yes, that was his name. What a legend. Like the video if you want the Chiefs to beat the Colts this week. Hit that thumbs up icon and keep the live chat rocking and rolling. Laura Ortiz, there you go. Got it in there. Mike's got a question. Remember, hashtag Chiefs Super Chat. Get those questions flowing in. All right, coming up on today's show, we got a preview as the Chiefs hit the road to take on the Indianapolis Colts. And then we will answer your questions. So go ahead and get it rocking here. Like the video, hashtag Chiefs to get your questions in, and we're going to answer all of them here on the show. That's all coming up here on the Kansas City Chiefs Report. It's a trap game this week. The 2-0 Chiefs head to the 0-2 Indianapolis Colts. Coming up, we'll have a full preview of this one. But bring good vibes to the Chiefs. If you want the Chiefs to win, like this video. And hey, if they lose and you're the person who didn't like it, don't be the guy. Don't be that guy, because I'm superstitious when it comes to sports. Misspoke there. But like this video, bring the good vibes if you want Kansas City to win this game. And we'll jump on into a preview coming up on today's show. Today's Chiefs Report is presented by Vincero Collective. They make handcrafted watches that are stylish and affordable. I'm rocking one today. It's matching. It's got the little blue band. I got the blue shirt on. We're all good to go. 20% off plus free shipping. VinceroCollective.com/chat with promo code chat. That'll get you 20% off exceptionally crafted watches for today's most ambitious people. Get going today. VinceroCollective.com/chat. All right. Week 3 is upon us. Chiefs hit the road to take on the Indianapolis Colts, who are going to be a desperate team after they fell to, or I guess I misspoke. They're 0-1-2, which is hard to do, but that is, or 0-1-1, which is hard to do. We can fix it after, Trace. It's all good. Week 3 matchup, 0-1-1, as they tied the Texans and lost to the Jags, 24-0. When you tie the Texans, it basically is a loss. I mean, let's be completely honest here. But they are the home team. Chiefs are going to have to show up and play. It is the NFL. Colts have had the Chiefs some success against the Chiefs over the years, so we all know that. Chiefs are 7-point favorites. The over-under is set at 49.5, at least early on in the week here. Games on Sunday, so that should be a fun matchup between Indianapolis and Kansas City. So we'll see how it plays out in this matchup. On today's show, we're going to look at some keys to victory, plus we're going to break down just how the Chiefs can get this done. Before we get to that, we'll get to this injury report. We'll hear more throughout the week. Trent McDuffie, obviously on IR. He's got to miss at least 3 more games with that hamstring. Michael Danna, he's got a calf injury. We'll see if he what his status is moving forward. Mecole Hardman, Justin Watson, minor injuries, ankle and shoulder, but they should be pretty good to go. All right, some keys to victory for Kansas City. Number 1, don't mess around. Don't mess around. This is a game that, in certain years the Chiefs might fart around and be like, oh, yeah, we're the favorite. We'll try some stuff, and then all of a sudden it's fourth quarter, it's a close game. Kansas City is the superior team. This is a game you should go in, take care of business early, and the game should really be out of reach by the fourth quarter. So start fast and leave no doubt. Hell, hopefully you get some backups in later in the second half. Doesn't mean the Colts aren't capable. Doesn't mean they can't get this turned around, but Kansas City's a better team than Indianapolis. That's just a straight-up fact. They've got more playmakers. They've got more speed. They've got the better quarterback. Start fast, leave no doubt, and let's get out of there with an easy victory. That is, it sounds simple, but I really think that is got to be the focus here. Don't mess around in this matchup. Vincero Collective sponsoring today's show, and you can get 20% off plus free shipping when you go to VinceroCollective.com/chat. I'm rocking one of their watches today, very comfortable one with the leather. What do you call it, Trace? Leather band. Thank you very much. Hey, you look at these different watches, and you want to up your style game, right? And hey, I'm on a budget. I can't drop $1,200 on some of these watch brands out there. Vincero Collective, you can get these nice watches for a couple of $100. This next one right here, this black mesh one, which I've been rocking some as well, $178. And you get it for 20% off plus free shipping at VinceroCollective.com/chat, promo code chat. Over 30,000 reviews of 5-star ratings. This is a great company. They're exceptionally crafted watches for today's most ambitious people. 3 words come to mind: stylish, quality, and versatility. That is the definition of Vincero Collective. They're going to do things good, or they're not going to do it at all. That's how it rocks. Also, you can get wallets, sunglasses, bracelets, other stuff as well. They're most known for their watches, but they've got other items as well. Get started today, VinceroCollective.com/chat. That is VinceroCollective.com/chat. 20% 20% off plus free shipping at checkout. We'll get that link and promo code in the comments and in the description of this video. This is the watch I'm rocking. Very, very clean look. All right, key number 2, pressure Matt Ryan. Get some pressure on him. I don't want to be premature, but I've kind of thought this for a couple years now. Matt Ryan, you just watch him play, and Matt Ryan stats here, Trace. He just might be cooked. I mean, look at the numbers last week. 16 of 30, 195, 3 picks. It's not good. This is not what Indianapolis signed up for. By the way, that's against Jacksonville. I know the Jags are improved, but that's not a good showing for Matt Ryan. I watch him, and I've watched him the last couple of years as the arm strength has waned. He might be cooked. Matty Ice might be cooked. He might just be done. The arm strength is wavered. If you get pressure on him and he's off platform at all, the ball doesn't get there. There's no zip. You get pressure on him, you're going to win this game. I mean, sure, if the pocket's clean, he has time, he can still make the throws, but if he has to move around at all, it's not pretty at this point in his career. So I think he might be cooked. What do you guys think? Is Matt Ryan washed? Type Y for yes. Type in for no. Is Matty Ice washed? Get your votes in down in the comment section. That is Y for yes. Or you can type your in for no. Contain Jonathan Taylor. That is our next key to victory here on the Chiefs Report. I just mentioned Matty Ice, not looking great, might be washed. The one chance Indy does have is getting Jonathan Taylor going. Had a huge week 1. Through 2 games, these are his numbers. 40 carries, 215 yards, and a touchdown, averaging 4.6. Only had 9 carries in week 2, 31 in week 1. He's getting tons of yards on the ground. But the problem is Matty Ice hadn't been good enough, so they haven't been able to run it as much. If you can limit Taylor and his touches, this should be a pretty straightforward win. This is the Colts offense. Jonathan Taylor, he is the Colts offense this year. I'm not worried about Indianapolis throwing the football that much, to be honest with you, so don't let Taylor loose. Contain him. Yeah, he's going to have a couple nice runs, but as long as he didn't go for 175 or something like that, you should be just fine. All right, for the Chiefs offense, get Juju more involved. Had a pretty solid week 1. I think he had, 6 catches, 79 yards, whatever it was. And then week 2 just didn't do much. Through 2 games, here's what he's done. 9 catches, 89 yards on 11 targets. So he's been efficient when the Chiefs have thrown to him. In week 2, just 3 catches for 10 yards. And I get it. Yeah, you're going to spread the ball around. Juju's not going to average 100 yards a game or anything like that. I'm not expecting that. But I do think he could play a bigger role. I think he can give you what he gave you in week 1 most weeks, and that's 5-6 catches, 60 to 80 yards. If he does that, by the way, he'll have a 1,000-ish yard season. He can be that guy for Kansas City. So I want to see him get a little bit more involved in the offense. Didn't think they looked his way often enough against the Chargers the other night. Hopefully he gets more involved this week. Will Juju have a touchdown this week? Type 1 for yes, type 0 for no. Let us know down in the comments section of this video. Will Juju Smith-Schuster score a touchdown this week? And then lastly, and this is always going to be true, be great, Mahomes. Be the best player in the NFL like you are. Keep it up. Didn't play as well in week 2, but through 2 games, he's been pretty flawless overall. Got away with a couple throws against the Chargers, but 600 yards, 7 touchdowns, no picks, 73% completion through 2 games. That'll work. That's going to get it done. A bit sloppy last week, like I said. That's a rivalry game. The Chargers defense was flying around, but all in all, Mahomes has been great. He's going to be an MVP finalist this year. So keep it up. Play well. Be great. Trust yourself. Let's go. Put up some points and go win in Indianapolis pretty darn easily. So there you have it. Chiefs 7-point favorites, over under 49.5 between Kansas City and the Colts. And let's go do it again. Let's go do it again and start 3-0 on the season. All right, predict the score for us. Chiefs, Colts, who you got? What's the score going to be? I'll give you my official score prediction in just a second, but you give me yours. Who wins and what is the final score? I'll go 28-17. Chiefs win by 11. I don't think they'll blow them out. It is a road game. Indy's going to play desperate. I'll go 28-17 Chiefs. They get it done, pull away in the second half to improve to 3-0, and the Colts fall to 0-2-1. All right, get y'all score predictions in. Let's hear it. Yeah, we might just refilm that after. I had a couple other things that I did that I didn't like, but we'll talk about it. 28-13. We got 28-21 from Mike. 37-10 Chiefs. Sheldon says 28-10. Laura Ortiz says 50-10. Tody Fuentes 24-17. Dale Webb says 35-20. Mike 31-14 Chiefs. 31-14 from Josh. Swag Mario says Chiefs 30-17. Jiminy says 3 picks. Gay finally gets one. And another. HD Chiefs fan 34-17. 44-17 from Brett. And then Tim says 37-17 as well. All right, we got over 100 people watching. We want to answer some questions here, but I'm being told we need a lot more. So use hashtag Chiefs or Super Chat to get your questions on the show. This could be one of those situations where a couple of aiders if needed. Trizzy, just kind of base how many questions you got in there. Hashtag Chiefs or Super Chat. I see a few in there, so keep coming with those questions. We'll answer as many as we can. If you Super Chat, you can jump the line. Otherwise, use hashtag Chiefs when you ask your questions. All right, that's coming up here on the Chiefs Report. A couple of mailbags. It's mailbag time here on the Kansas City Chiefs Report by Chat Sports. I'm Harrison Graham, ready and eager to answer all of your questions. So use hashtag Chiefs or Super Chat, and if you Super Chat, you can jump the line. All right, let's go ahead and jump on into it here. We got Tody Fuentes. Will the Chiefs be healthy Sunday? Well, we know Trent McDuffie is out because he's on IR. We'll see what the rest of the injury report looks like later on in the week. These were kind of the injuries coming out of the Chargers game. We already knew about McDuffie, obviously. Mike Danna's got a calf. Mecole Hardman and Justin Watson, minor injuries, ankle and shoulder. But I think all in all, this is a team that's pretty healthy, all things considered. Wayne Neal, who could we get to help with the secondary? I don't know if the secondary needs that much help. I liked what Jalen Watson did. I think your safeties are pretty good with Juan Thornhill and Justin Reed. And, you know, Fenton didn't play great, but I expect him to play better. Once McDuffie comes back, that'll help. I think you can get by with what you have now. Now, if you lose another corner on top of McDuffie, yeah, you'll have to make a move probably. But I think for now you're okay. You still have Josh Williams, who didn't even play a snap last week, ready to play if needed. So I think for now this team is okay. Joe Fazio, why isn't Sky Moore playing very much? That's a good question. I think there's a couple things. One, Justin Watson continues to impress. When he plays, he makes plays. Number two, Sky Moore is a rookie. There could be more learning curve there. You know, I would say those are the two main reasons. Are you going to play Sky Moore over Juju, MVS, or Hardman? I thought coming into camp maybe MVS, but they paid MVS. He's going to play. I mean, he just is. Hardman, he's shown more to me than Sky Moore up to this point. So I think those are the main reasons. He's kind of wide receiver 4 with Justin Watson right now, and I think Watson's making more plays. So you got to play the guy that's getting you better production. Dale Webb Jr., sign OBJ and Chris Harris. Sure. Chris Harris give you some depth on the back end. Odell Beckham Jr. would give you a nice number 1 receiver when healthy. So, yeah, I wouldn't say no to that. Not whatsoever. Get to the next question here. Hashtag Chiefs or Super Chat. We could go to the Nameless Wonder. I kind of like that. Wayne says, who could we sign to help our secondary? Oh, we already answered that. Someone just said Chris Harris, Wayne. That could be interesting. He's out there. Rashad Breeland's still out there. He sucked last year, but if you want to go back down that road, you could certainly do that. The Nameless Wonder. How did this happen? Should Jalen Watson start over Rashad Fenton once Trent McDuffie comes back? This will be an interesting development because Trent McDuffie's on IR, so he's going to miss another 3 games. Rashad Fenton got outplayed, in my opinion, by Watson in week 2. Now, let's see how the next 3 weeks go, but I do think Jalen Watson deserves more opportunities. Fenton was really good last year. He was really good last year, but he's had some injuries, came into camp banged up, etc. Let's see how this goes over the next few weeks. I think for now, Fenton's ahead of him in the pecking order, but if Watson has a couple more interceptions or makes some big plays, that could change very, very soon. Now pick a cornerback. Type JW for Jalen Watson. Type RF for Rashad Fenton. Who would you rather roll with in this matchup? Let us know down in the comments section. Laura Ortiz, do you think Lucas Niang can be considered a bust, and should we see or use a first next draft on a tackle? Possible. You could draft a right tackle in the first round next year. I wouldn't go bust yet because when Niang played last year before the injury, he actually was pretty solid. Now, he's not Orlando Brown. I don't think he's an all-pro caliber guy, but you got him in the third round, and he was playing like a starting caliber tackle. I think when he's fully healthy, he is still your best right tackle, although I'll commend Andrew Wiley. I think he's stepped in and done his job the last year or so, second half of last year and early on this year. I'm not ready to label him a bust because when he's played well. COVID opt-out, now he's hurt. He just hadn't played a ton of NFL football yet. From Jay, who do you think are some potential trade or signed targets? I think we could trade Chase Claypool after this year. Trade for him. Yeah, maybe after this year. We'll see how that Steelers wide receiver core kind of comes together. If George Pickens kind of finds a larger role there, they could go Deontay Johnson, George Pickens as their 1-2 and trade Claypool, try to get some draft capital. That would be a possibility. You get a big physical weapon here in Kansas City. Remember, Juju's on a 1-year deal, so Claypool could, replace him if you go that route. So I wouldn't completely hate that. I think that's an interesting name. Mike Frankovich Sr., who will have the most receptions and yards? You talking about all year or in this matchup? All year it's going to be Travis Kelce. But if you're taking tight ends out of it, I'll still go Juju will lead the team in catches and yards, but I wouldn't be surprised if it was someone else. But I will lean Juju as the number one receiver at this point. Czar816, what's the deal with Niang and Kennard? Not sure on Kennard. Niang still recovering from that torn patellar tendon. That's a nasty injury, man. It's a nasty injury. That's the injury that Kelechi Osemele had a couple years ago, and he's just now getting back, trying to work out for teams this year. So, hopefully we see Niang at some point, but who knows? Kennard, I don't think he's as progressed far along as they were hoping in terms of ability. This might be kind of a redshirt year for him, and then next year maybe he plays a factor. BetUS, our sportsbook partner here at the Chiefs Report, and if you want to make some money all season long, go do it with BetUS, chatsports.com/ChiefsBet. Promo code Chiefs125 to get 125% deposit bonus. The betting odds for this one, Chiefs 7-point favorites. Total over/under is 49.5. As Vegas projecting, basically with those lines, like a 28-21 game in favor of the Chiefs. What did I say, Trace? 28-17, 31-17, I think 28-17. So I guess I like the Chiefs to cover and the under this week. Chatsports.com/ChiefsBet. Promo code Chiefs125 to get started with BetUS. Jafazio, what did the Chargers do differently that caused Kansas City so much trouble? Will we see that model copied throughout the rest of the teams we face? I don't know if they did a ton differently. I think they have more personnel than the Cardinals do. Khalil Mack's been a beast this year. They have Joey Bosa. Cardinals don't have pass rushers like that, especially while J.J. Watt is hurt. They've got J.C. Jackson on the back end. Asante Samuel Jr. played really well. Derwin James is a really good player. That's a good defense, man. I think Mahomes missed a couple of reads, a couple throws that he normally either would make or just wouldn't throw. I wouldn't say it's some repeatable model where the Chiefs' offense is going to struggle, though. I think they still did some fine things. It's just Chargers play pretty well. Jeremy in Tucson, do we think we can sweep the AFC West? It's possible. I still think they'll probably lose a game to somebody, though. I think 4-2, 5-1 is probably what you're going to be looking at. Raiders 0-2, not a good start. Chargers 1-1, but they played the Chiefs close. Now we got to go to LA later on in the season. Denver has not been pretty early on here, but they still have Russell Wilson. We'll see how that goes, but is it possible, Jeremy? Yes. Would I predict it? Probably not. I think they'll probably drop a game or two in this division. I still think it's a quality division in the AFC West. All right, Chiefs Kingdom, answer this question. Who is your favorite Chiefs player ever? Maybe it's a current player, but if not, let me know. Who is it? Derek Thomas? Is it Jamal Charles? Is it Mahomes? I want to know. Who is your favorite Chief of all time? I want to read them in the comment section. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button here on the Chiefs Report. These live mailbags only come live on Monday, so if you want to get your questions in, you got to subscribe and join us on Monday. So hit that sub button, turn on those notifications, and we will continue to go live every single Monday. Terry Singleton, do you think Juju will get more involved in the offense, or do you think he's doing okay? I mean, I think overall it's fine. You know, he had 6 for 79 in the opener. 3 for 10 in the second game isn't great, but I do think he'll get a little bit more involved. But I'm also like, oh no, Juju's not doing great. I think it's been fine so far. They're spreading the wealth around. Justin Watson had a long touchdown. Hardman had a couple of long catches, so I'm not overly concerned. But I do think he'll get a few more targets this week. Last question on this mailbag. Brett Lutz, do you think the Raiders will no longer be a threat to the Chiefs after this Week 2 collapse? I mean, they're already 2 games in the hole, man. But the Raiders and Chiefs play each other twice, so if they're able to win one or both of those, then they'd be right back in it. But, yeah, the Raiders are kicking themselves after that collapse of the Cardinals. I'm not that concerned about Vegas right now. Appreciate all your questions. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram at HGramNFL. Slide in the DMs if you have any questions. If we don't answer them here on YouTube, I can answer them over there. So it's at HGramNFL on Twitter and on Instagram. Give me a follow. Slide in the DMs. They are always open. All right, we'll get some shout-outs here. Who is your favorite Chiefs player ever? We good? What's up? I think you can go up to 20, actually, for camp. Yeah. Who's your favorite Chiefs roster or player ever? Matt Castle from Tony Fuentes. Tony Gonzalez or Patrick Mahomes? Dale Carter. Ooh, I get some water here. Christian Okoye. We got Priest Holmes from Brett. We got one more mailbag to go, so hashtag Chiefs or Super Chat. Thomas Jones. Eric Berry, that's a good one. Kelsey, the Nigerian Nightmare. Tie between Alex Smith and Mahomes. Still like Alex Smith just as much. Really? Mahomes got the Super Bowl. All right. I respect Alex Smith a lot, man. Hashtag Chiefs, Super Chat, last call. We're going to answer some more questions for about 10 minutes, and then we're going to get out of here. So hashtag Chiefs or Super Chat to get your – what's up? To get your questions on the show. We'll answer those questions, and then we will sign off. So hashtag Chiefs or Super Chat if you got any final questions. We'll get to those here in just a second. What's up? Welcome into the Chiefs Report. I am Harrison Graham, and it is Q&A time. You've got questions, I'll answer them here on the show. So load them up, hashtag Chiefs or Super Chat, and let's get into it here on today's Chiefs Report. Load those questions in right now. All right, Casey Presents. Presents or presents? What do you think the Chiefs' record will be after Week 2? Oh, you mean like what will the final record be now that we've seen them twice? Okay. 14-3. I mean, it's possible. I think I had them going 12-5 before the year. 12-5, 13-4, something like that. Big one over the Chargers, no doubt about it. Cardinals, quality win as well. Colts is a game you should win, so you start 3-0, so that would be 11-3 the rest of the way. I could see that. I think this is I think the floor is 11 and the win, the ceiling probably 15. That's assuming, no major injuries. So 12, 13 wins, 14 maybe. Let's see how the next few weeks go. Dale Webb Jr., if Sue is still a free agent, should the Chiefs sign him? Hey, I'd sign Ndamukong Suh, just as like a depth piece, if nothing else. It's 12 sacks the last 2 years as a, aging defensive tackle. You're telling me he can't be on a roster right now? I don't get that. I would definitely have interest in Ndamukong Suh. Quite frankly, I'm surprised that he's not on a team right now. Carl Bailey, HG, do you think having Matty Ice back as your backup to Mahomes is a mistake? Matty Ice he just doesn't look good. That arm strength has been waning in recent years. He never had a cannon, but it's really drifted the last couple of years. You watch him close. When he's off balance at all, the ball floats. It really does. He just doesn't have that arm strength anymore. There's probably better backup options, Carl, if I'm being honest. If you want more Chiefs videos, then subscribe. The latest news, rumors, more coverage. Hit that sub button. It is free. Subscribe right now. I'm going to continue to bring you the latest Chiefs news and rumors here on the show on a daily basis. YouTube.com/ChiefsTV. Let's go. Let's get it. Bring the good energy. Subscribe to the Chiefs Report. Ed Griffin, will we see more from Sky? More. I think so eventually. It's not a bad thing that he's not playing right now because other guys are making plays. I'm less worried about Sky Moore and more excited about other guys and what they're doing at this point in time. So I think the answer is yes, but it could take a little bit of time as well. Got Miles up next here. We can go to Miles. Are the Raiders and Broncos non-factors in the AFC West? I mean, I don't want to say that through 2 weeks, but it does feel like the Chiefs and Chargers are the superior teams. I think they're clearly the top 2 teams. Right now, things could change. Maybe Denver wakes up a bit. Vegas played great in the first half against the Cardinals, and they just melted down. Maybe Josh McDaniels just isn't a head coach. I don't know what his problem is. But I do think it's Chiefs 1, Chargers 2, and then Raiders, Broncos kind of 3A, 3B. I know the Broncos have won a game, but they lost to Seattle and barely beat Houston. You could argue Vegas has at least played better. They played the Chargers close, played the Cardinals close, should have beaten the Cardinals. So I think those 2 teams are behind the Chiefs and Chargers, with the Chiefs, of course, being the best team right now. How many AFC West teams will make the playoffs? Because there was chatter, could all 4 make it? Could all 4 make it? I don't think that's happening. I don't know if 3's happened, to be honest, with what I've seen early on. I just think the AFC is so deep, and maybe the West isn't quite as strong as we thought. Chiefs will for sure make it. I think the Chargers make it as well. Will there be a 3rd team? I'm going to say 2 right now. Chiefs and Chargers. We'll see when it comes to the Broncos and the Raiders. Jay, is Clyde Edwards-Helaire here to stay? I've been impressed through 2 weeks. I mean, look, he's got this year, and then he's got next year, and then if the Chiefs pick up their 5th-year option, another year. So the Chiefs have up to 3 years of contractual control, and then, if they want a franchise tag and all that. But with a running back, you never think too far ahead. I think he's for sure here through next year probably, unless the rest of this year goes poorly and they cut him or something like that. But the way he's playing right now, I think they'll at least finish out the first 4 years of his rookie contract. Jeff Curtis, how will the Chiefs defense do against Jonathan Taylor? They've stopped the run pretty well so far. I've been impressed. Austin Eckler didn't get loose. Cardinals didn't run the ball much. So, this is a different challenge. Really good O-line in Indianapolis. We know that, especially with Quentin. Who's the right guard? Quentin. The Colts, best lineman in football. I'm just completely blanking here. Quentin Nelson. Thank you, producer Trace. It's a good running attack. Taylor's maybe the best back in the league, so I think he'll get some runs, but just don't let him go for 150, and you'll be just fine. Willie Gay has been suspended. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to finish this mailbag, and then we're going to hit some news here. So let's talk about BetUS. Shout out BetUS. Chatsports.com/ChiefsBet. Promo code Chiefs125. Yeah, Willie Gay. We got it. All right, let's reset this read here. Today's show is sponsored by BetUS. Chatsports.com/ChiefsBet. Promo code is Chiefs125. Put down $100. You get $125 for free. Early betting odds for this matchup. Chiefs are 7-point favorites. The over-under is set for 49.5 points. So if you want to go bet on this game, go do so. Chatsports.com/ChiefsBet. Promo code Chiefs125. BetUS. Let's go. Mike Tilson, as of now, it's looking like it's the Chargers who are your only threat in the division. Broncos not looking good. Yeah, they aren't. Nathaniel Hackett, they already want to fire him. I think I've made that clear. That's my opinion. The Chargers are the second best team. I thought that coming into the year. I thought it would be kind of 3A, 3B with the Broncos and Raiders, and I think it's playing out that way so far. So 2 weeks in, we'll see how things change, but early on, that's what it's looking like. Dale Webb Jr., extend Juju past this year. Maybe. I don't know. He's on a 1-year deal. I want to see how he does. If we're midway through the season and he's having a great year, yeah, I could see them giving him a 1 or 2 year extension. Or he could hit free agency and they bring him back. We'll see. A lot of football to be played. Small Wing. Great name. Do you think there are any trap games? I think the Colts this week could be a trap game. You're 2-0. They're 0-1-1. Hey, don't fall into the trap. Let's go. Don't make it happen. So, got to take advantage of this matchup. Bring the good vibes. If you want them to win this game, like the video. Don't lose to the Colts. That's just not an option. Hit that thumbs up icon. Joe Fazio, is the defense overperforming, or are they going to get even better? I don't know if they're overperforming. I mean, look, the 99-yard pick six is one of those funky plays, obviously. I could see him getting better, though. You don't want to get worse throughout the season. Trent McDuffie's hurt right now. You're going to get him back. You know, a kid like Jalen Watson's going to continue to improve, I would think. So, yeah, I think there's real excitement around the defense right now. Tony says, when will Blake Bell return? Not sure. Hip surgery, I would guess maybe mid-season he's able to return. I don't think it's just going to be a 4-week IR, though. I think he'll miss a decent amount of time here. Dale Webb Jr., how many interceptions will the Chiefs have against the Colts? I'll go 2. Matty Ice threw 3 last week. I'll go 2. I don't think he'll throw 3, but I'll say L'Jarius Sneed gets 1, and then how about Nick Bolton? Nick Bolton gets the other one. So there you go. Who is your least favorite player in the National Football League? I want to know. Least favorite player. Let us know down in the comments. Who is your least favorite player? Subscribe to the channel for the latest Chiefs news and rumors. We're going to continue to bring you guys the latest Chiefs news and rumors here on a daily basis. When news drops, we're going to have you covered. So go ahead and subscribe right now. All right, I'll get some shout-outs on this, and then let's talk Willie Gay. I think we talked for a couple minutes, and then we'll film a VOD separately. That's probably what we'll do. Let's see here. Willie Gay has been suspended. We'll talk about it here. Ian Rappaport with the tweet. He says, suspended without pay for the next 4 games for a violation of the NFL's personal conduct policy. And he is eligible to return following Week 6 against the Bills. So he'll miss the Bills game. Is personal conduct, does that go back to the vacuum incident? Or is, I don't know, because remember last year he had that vacuum incident where, you know, he's got, you know, his ex-girlfriend's house who he has a kid with, and, you know, there was a little incident, he broke a vacuum, you know? Is it stemming from that? I don't know. Not good, though. I'll tell you that. Not good at all. So here's what we're going to do. I think this is the best way to handle this. Only have 140 people watching live anyway. I'm going to look into this more. We're going to do a video that's going to go up on the channel here in the next hour or so. So subscribe. We will be back with a video later on. We'll do our preview video that'll go on the channel tomorrow, so be looking out for that. Appreciate you guys for tuning in. Willie Gay suspended. Got to look into this more. We'll have you covered here on the Chiefs Report.